and this is, I learned a lot about Nick, and I come up with a hypothesis. You know, before when in the early days, if you were a black belt in jiu-jitsu, shit, you had a shot at the title. And then it became, if you were an Olympic wrestler, damn, you have a shot at the title. Now it's obvious. Now it's becoming more like all other sports. Like, if you didn't wrestle, do jiu-jitsu, and worked on your striking since day one as a kid, because there's so many kids doing that, all three now, you don't, it's like you're not going to have a shot in the very near future. And I think there's one more factor, and that's the Nick Diaz factor. There's obviously, he doesn't like cameras. He said it a million times. He doesn't like to talk in front of cameras. He's not, he's not into it. And maybe he's shy in front of the camera or whatever. And his teacher was even saying that he wasn't the most, vocal guy, and he had trouble expressing himself and all that shit. And when he gets in that cage and that door slams shut and the crowd is roaring, there's no more fucking talking. He just comes alive. He looks at his opponent. He's like, nobody could fucking hear you. You could be the most articulate, funny, charismatic guy on the fucking planet, but you know what? I fucking run all day, swim all day, I got a crazy chin. I'm gonna fucking kill this motherfucker. That's an X factor right there. If you didn't, like, you have to look for that, I think, in the future in fighters. Like, do they have that switch where when they fucking get in that cage, it's just, it really is like life or death.
His is a very different thing than anybody else's. First of all, his approach to it is so different than anybody else's, in that he does like endurance training, like long distance marathon type training, and basically forces these guys to try to keep up with him. I mean, he basically puts them into an endurance contest and tries to get them to keep up with him. That's why he does a lot of juking and a lot of getting in their face. All that stuff tenses you up, all that stuff. All those punches that he throws at 50, 60%, all those tighten you up. One of the things that Frank Shamrock said was that when Nick Diaz was punching him, he hits you so often you can't breathe. You don't know when to breathe. You can't relax. Because you never get to relax, because they just keep coming, which is just different. He just fights in a different way. I think the way he does it is brilliant. It's so brilliant because no one else did it before him. No one else figured out that way to fight. No one else really would not just have great skills, but have ridiculous world-class endurance, like swim from Alcatraz endurance. That's nutty shit, man. They said they went through a countdown. He sparred like some ridiculous amount of rounds. Then he ran 5 miles. And then he swam for an hour and a half. That was just one day. And he just does that all day.
Do you think like maybe he has some kind of condition where he's obsessed with exercise?
I don't know. I mean, I think he loves it for sure. I mean, when he was a kid, he said that I think he said one of the countdown shows I think it was his uncle or someone was like track coach. Yeah, he used to take him. His grandfather, Danny Propacostes.
But that's the other thing too. Here's the other thing too with him. You know what? He doesn't like fucking talking. You smoke a joint. What do you feel like doing? Go for a fucking run. See what happens to your head.
Feels great.
It feels great. I smoke a joint and I go to fucking swim fit for an hour. You feel like fucking Hercules when you come out. And that's his world. That's his fucking world.
Smokes weed.
That's what his endurance comes from. From going, I don't want to hang out with these dumb fuckers. I might stab somebody. I'll just smoke a joint and run till that fucking high wears off. And he runs for fucking 2 hours.